Some authors believe that every race which breeds true has had its wild prototype. At this rate, there must have existed at least a score of species of wild cattle, as many sheep, and several goats in Europe alone, and several even within Great Britain. Believing that it is always best to study some special group, I have taken up domestic pigeons. I have kept every breed which I could purchase or obtain, and have been kindly favored with skins from several quarters of the world. In the skeletons of the several breeds, the development of the bones of the face differs enormously. The vertebrae vary in number, as does the number of ribs, together with their relative breadth and the presence of processes. The number of the primary wing and caudal feathers, the relative length of the wing and the tail, the relative length of the leg and the foot, the development of the skin between the toes, are all points of structure which are variable. The period at which the perfect plumage is acquired varies, as do the shape and size of the eggs, the manner of flight, and in some breeds the voice and disposition. Lastly, in certain breeds the males and females have come to differ in a slight degree from each other. Great as are the differences between the breeds of pigeon, I am fully convinced that they are all descended from the rock pigeon Columba livia. Some facts in regard to the coloring of pigeons deserve consideration. The rock pigeon is of slaty blue with white loins. The tail has a terminal dark bar with the outer feathers externally edged at the base with white. The wings have two black bars. Some semi-domestic breeds have, besides the two black bars, the wings checkered with black. Moreover, when birds belonging to two or more distinct breeds are crossed, none of which are blue or have any of the above specified marks, the mongrel offspring are very apt suddenly to acquire these characters. We can understand these facts on the well-known principle of reversion to ancestral characters if all the domestic breeds are descended from the rock pigeon. Lastly, the mongrels from between all the breeds of pigeon are perfectly fertile. We cannot suppose that all the breeds were suddenly produced as perfect and as useful as we now see them. The key is man's power of accumulative selection. Nature gives successive variations. Man adds them up in certain directions useful to him.